Hey hi folks, it's Lev. Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, I use he and pronouns. It's been a while since I've made like mental health videos, and today I wanted to talk about social anxiety memes, and I found a bunch of memes on Reddit, and I'm gonna be looking at memes and commenting on memes and giving my take on memes, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers, including YouTubers I watch, do meme review type things, but I've never made like a video looking at memes, and it's been a while since I made mental health videos. I'm like, mental health video plus meme. So here we go. Just a little bit of context before we start. I used to experience severe social anxiety. I'll link a film below that I made before I started transitioning and coming out and living as a guy about social anxiety and my experiences of social anxiety. I'll link that film below. I used to have really bad social anxiety, but it's a lot better, like, present day compared to when I was in high school and early uni years. And I'm gonna put the memes over here. If I look down here, it's because I'm on my phone looking at the meme for reference, and y'all will see it over here on the screen. Me, I have social anxiety. People I know, just talk more. Me, my goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? I don't. People say that because they don't know what it's like to experience social anxiety. It's like, it's not as simple as just talking more, and it's not something that people who experience social anxiety have not thought of before, as outlined in the meme. It's like this social anxiety is a giant barrier in being able to talk more and connect with people. It's not that like, also, it's not that when I was experiencing really bad social anxiety, it's not that I didn't want to make friends or that I didn't want social connections. It's my anxiety convincing me that I'm an idiot and that I'm not worth it and that I'm a failure and that, oh, I made this mistake, people hate me. Oh, yeah, people hate me. And it was, anxiety was self-sabotage. It was sabotaging everything. Maybe I should say self-sabotage. Anxiety was sabotaging everything. And I didn't want to talk more, but it was very hard to talk more. It's not I didn't want to. It's just really debilitating anxiety. Second meme is the person and the butterfly. Me. Ability. So the meme is saying, a barely noticeable change in tone. Anxiety perceives it as, the person hates me. Oh, I must have annoyed them. It happens because anxiety, when I was living in constant social anxiety, my brain went on overdrive and it was over analyzing everything. It's like, the person hates me. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, why did you do that? You're such an idiot. No one likes you. And it perceives everything as a threat. Like even seemingly minor social cues where the person was not being hostile. It's like, in this meme, it's like a barely unnoticeable change in tone. My anxiety and my brain received that and processed that as, the person hates me. I did something to make them hate me. Oh god, why did I do that? Now I look like an idiot. Now look what you did. It's like my anxiety telling me, look what you did. Now they hate you. That's why they changed their tone ever so slightly, because you did this and you annoyed them, and you're annoying. No wonder why no one likes you. And then it's just like a constant cycle of sabotage and overanalyzing and perceiving everything as a threat. The next meme is, it says, oh sorry I can't, I'm busy that day, and it's like a calendar outline with many hours prepping for a call, then the call, then many hours after recovering from the call. And I remember before I hated phone calls back then. Even I don't really, phone calls, I can do phone calls, but it's like I prefer messages, but I don't have anxiety with phone calls. Back when I had really bad anxiety, phone calls were an absolute nightmare. It's like, do not call me, do not call me, I do not like calls. And it's like, even knowing I might have a call a few hours in advance, or even like a week in advance, it's like my brain would be like, okay, try to plan for every possible conversation, dialogue, path of conversation you might have. Because with my social anxiety at the time, it was, my brain wanted to plan for every single possible scenario that could happen so that I'm prepared for it, so that I'm not caught off guard, because already feeling seriously anxious about phone calls and talking to people in general, having a plan helps somewhat, because it's like, okay, if this situation comes up, at least you plan for it. If I get caught off guard, that makes the anxiety worse. Be like, oh fuck, I did not plan for this, I did not anticipate this. Now freeze, look like an idiot. Look, now you're an idiot. Now you look like an idiot in front of people. Yeah. And then after, like, social interaction took a lot out of me with anxiety. It took a lot out of me. It's like, even interacting with people for a little bit, I gotta withdraw, gotta have my own space, and somewhat collect myself again. Next meme is a Drake meme, and the top frame, I'm just like explaining it in case some people may not be watching the video and just listening to the video. The top half is Drake just doing like push away sign. It's like, nope. Being happy about the totally normal interaction with one of my neighbors. Nope. And in favor, overthinking and imagining how I could have done it better. Yes, with my anxiety at the time, it was, nothing was good enough. Nothing I did was good enough. And everything I did, even though it was in reality, like, without if my anxiety didn't like cripple me and was sabotaging me, and other people would have seen it as a step forward, like an achievement. But for my anxiety, everything I did, I was in the wrong. I looked like an idiot. I could have done better. Why didn't I do better? It's like ruminating. It's like, I did something, and then it's like, okay, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? You did this wrong. It's like a lot of constant self-criticism, and anxiety was not happy about anything. It was not content with anything. Everything I did was bad. Everything I did made me look an idiot. Everything I did made people hate me. It was a lot of self-criticism. Nothing was good enough. And it was a lot of, yeah, just thinking, replaying that in my mind over and 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 over again. It was like stuck in a loop that cannot be stopped. The fifth meme is, it's a full frame picture. What do you have to be anxious about? Things that were, things that are, and some things that have not yet come to pass. This was really relatable when I had anxiety, because my brain would ruminate about everything. It's like mistakes I made in the past, the way things are now, and planning for, and then overthinking everything that could happen in the future. It's just constant cycle. And reflect, like, regarding ruminating about the past, things that were, it's like the mistakes thing, as I mentioned when I was talking about the previous meme. It's just constant thinking about mistakes I made, things I could have done better. Why did I do that? Self-criticisms over and over again. And then regarding the future, trying to plan for every single possible scenario that could happen. And yeah, never content with anything. It was just constantly in threat mode, and had to plan for every single possible threat in any sort of interaction. The next meme is the DJ Khaled meme. It's like the one, congratulations, you played yourself. I quite like this meme. I mean, I like the template for with DJ Khaled, the congratulations, you played yourself one. It's quite funny. The meme says, when I try to overcompensate for my social anxiety by being more outgoing, but end up annoying everyone and isolating myself even more. Congratulations, you played yourself. In reality, I was not annoying anyone, and people were not bothered by my presence, and probably didn't even notice all these seemingly small things, like even the ever so slight things that my anxiety picks up on and criticizes myself for. Other people very unlikely to have even noticed. And this meme is trying to say, like, like I needed social interaction. I wanted friends. I wanted to connect with people. But then I tried doing that, and then everything ends up being not good enough. Everything might not go as I planned. And then it's like, well, mission fail, abort. I'm just annoying. I'm just a burden. I should just shut up and not try this again. Hence the isolating myself even more. It's like, one connection, tried it, didn't work out as I planned. I'm not gonna do this again. Second last meme, what you do during small talk. Very, very tiny percentage is nod and smile, and the large part of the pie chart is plot your escape. I hate small talk. Like, I feel very uncomfortable with small talk, and I find it very hard to connect with people through small talk. Even now, after most of my anxiety, like I've overcome the debilitating part of my anxiety where it was sabotaging me 24/7. Not saying I don't experience like anxiety and worry anymore. It's not as it I've come a long way since then, but I still do not like small talk. And even now, even if social anxiety isn't as horrible as it was in the past, I would still try to plot my escape with small talk or try and make it into deep talk, because it's just awkward, and it's hard for me. It's really hard for me. Small talk is really hard for me. So I relate to this meme in trying to get out of small talk, even regardless of whether I have anxiety or not. The last meme related to me back then, but also relates to me now, and it's just like a character trait of mine in general, or like the way I do things in general. It's people comment. It's like the meme is like two people having a handshake. One of them is like, people complimenting me for all my work. People complimenting me for doing all my work on my own. That's like a happy person, and then the other person receiving the handshake. It's like me who's just too afraid to ask for help with a concerned face. I'll put all this here. Very relatable for me. Back then, I was reluctant to ask for help because I had really bad social anxiety, and it made I was very stubborn and find it hard to ask for help. Plus, the anxiety just made it a lot harder. Even now, I find it really hard to ask for help in general, because I realized anxiety was like a barrier to me asking for help, but the deep rooted reason why I find it hard to ask for help is because I believe I'm a burden and I annoy people when I ask for help. Now my brain doesn't go into rumination mode of like, you're an idiot and stuff, like I did in the past with my social anxiety. But I just feel like I'm still working on it. It's like I feel like I'm annoying people and that I don't deserve help, and I'm just a waste of people's time when I ask for help, and I'll be annoying if I ask people for help. And there's like this really unhelpful belief inside me that I should be able to do things by myself because I'm independent. Therefore, I should be able to do everything by myself, which isn't helpful at all. Because there is independence, and there's also being independent doesn't mean doing every single thing by myself and living life in solidarity. I don't think solidarity is the right word there, sorry. Living life alone, like literally without any sort of interaction or help from other people. That's not realistic. Yeah, that's all the memes I had for today, folks. I have saved a bunch of different memes, like depression memes, trans memes, LGBTQ plus memes. So I plan to make a little meme video series. Yeah, this video is really fun to film. Like, I've never really made videos in this format, like reacting to things. I've mostly sat and talked about my experience and stuff, but not like reacted to things in a way and give my take on it. Also, credit to all the people who created these memes. I don't own any of these memes. I found them on Reddit. So credit to the the creators of the memes and the original posters of the memes. Yeah, thank you for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next video.